Okay, let's start. Hello everyone, welcome to my humble abode, my little bedroom studio. Oh shit, that was so cheesy. Anyway, let's start and get into this video. First of all, let me just tell you, this is a beat breakdown video and this is definitely not an introductory or beginner type video. So if you're a producer and you just want to know like how I make my beats, just want to get inspired or whatever, if you just started, maybe it's a little complicated for you, because clearly like there are a lot of things that not very necessary in this beat, but I felt like it was necessary. Like there's a lot of advanced stuff here, so just watch it. If you find it useful, it's useful, otherwise it's not. Cool. So just bear with me. This is like the first time I'm making this kind of content, so I'm not sure how long this video will be, but I'm sure I'll try to keep it short and not waste any of your time. Just come straight to the point, what I did, how my mind worked at that time, and just do let me know in the comments below if you like this type of content, or like do you want something else. Like, I don't know, I'm just experimenting right now. So let's get on with it. So first of all, this is how we'll do it. You can see this. This is the whole beat. This is the whole like my structure. I'm gonna go in a holistic approach. Like I'll tell you what is this, what samples I use, where are the drums and etc. I'll tell you in my mixer composition, like how I like arrange my sounds, how I organize my sounds, because it'll help you understand like how the beat is made. I made this beat on like 19th December last year, and so it's a quite old beat. The way I made it, I made sure that if I open it again, I should know where the sounds are. So that's why I could tell you that what I used. So this is all the organization that I did. Yeah, so let's just start with what I did first. How I do it, like see, you can see 4 buses. If you know buses are like just, it's a mixer channel where all other sounds combine. So these 4, all of these melodics come directly to there, right? In this bus. And this bus goes to my master, and this is percussion, this and this, rim shot, side perk, hi-hat, and these kind of like drums, the percussion, like apart from kick and bass, these are the elements that are routed directly to percussion bus. Then there is this kick and 808, like 808 synth, you can say. I'll go in detail what it is exactly. This kind of arrangement, mix arrangement, I recently learned from Mix by Ali. He does live streams on Twitch. If you're an engineer or just like a producer like me who wants to learn like how professionals do their mixes, better check it out. Apart from that, there's the 4th bus. This is called FX. All my like tertiary stuff like box, FX, those kind of stuff. This, all go through here, FX. This is my producer tag. So first of all, let's check out what I did with the guitar sample. See, this is how it actually is in the beat, because if you play the beat from the start, you can hear it like this. See? Now it wasn't originally like this. So what was the original sample? I'll tell you. This. See? That's how different it was. What I did then after this, that original sample was 76 BPM. Now you can see the project BPM is 96. I pitch shift it 200 cents below. It plays like this. Now here, I chopped it. See, this is the whole sample. This is another chop. This one. I repeated this, right? And then this part's reversed it. This is the main gist of what I made the beat around. Now, so the second sound we can say it's a reverse box bell. This is an audio, but I'll tell you the whole pattern. This was the pattern. I played it myself. This VST pigment, it's like amazing VST. So it's just default, what is this? Reverse box. I didn't even change anything, I just like the sound. This is the original sound, right? So I just made this pattern. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the next sound. Next is ham and cheese organ. I use it in the hook. It's like a breaking organ. It's like an organ. It's nothing more. See, these are the chords I played. And the VST I used is this one. Yeah, the Fab Filter Twin. Now, I know like this sound, it's very different from like this sound because I did some processing on it. I'll tell you later what I did. These are the sole vocal chops. Now vocal chops, see this is the consolidated audio clip I made, but these are the chops I arranged. This was the original chop. This one. You can see I cut it and used different parts of the chop. I just didn't exactly plug it the whole chop here. This is what you do. You can simply pick the sound and just plug it in. But I just like to do it like customize it a little bit. That's how you can use samples but not just losing the originality. Now next thing, okay, so afterwards like these are the like drums. I'll just tell you what are the drums. This is the kick. Now see, these are the direct samples I used from Somatics. This is synth, this is the original, I used it kind of a native. It's not a native, it's a synth boom. You see this one. I just boosted it a little bit, like 3% boosting. See, here I reversed it. So you can do like, you make a pattern like, I don't know, I've been using Ableton a lot these days, so I kind of use that kind of workflow in here as well. So this is how I came up with the pattern. If you hear it with a kick, layered with a kick, it sounds really cool. Listen. See? After this, I used a rim shot. I used a rim shot like a snare, but see? This is how I didn't use a snare, but kind of used that punch of a snare. See, rim shot is not a very punchy stuff. It's like, it's knocking, it's thin, but to have a punch, I just layered it with a kick. So now it sounds like this. It sounds good. You don't need a snare. So this is the rim shot I used. See, this is how I arranged the pattern, right? Okay, so the next thing is perk. Perk is like simple percussion elements, if you don't know. So these are things. See? This, see, I panned. You can see this perk and this perk are different. I made it unique and I panned it towards a little right and this towards a little left. So you can see like in left and right. See? This is what I did. Now after that, these are the hi-hats I made. I really like to layer my sounds, and so I layer hi-hats as well. This is another hi-hat I layered. When you layer it, see this one. It's like a open hi-hat, but it's very low. It's very low. Just gives a little texture to it. The whole. Okay, so these were the drums. Yeah, these kind of the ear candies. It just catches you out of nowhere. Like, what is it? Listen in the whole context of the beat. Now, let me tell you what I do here. So this is the guitar sample. You can see I arranged it this way. Reverse, then again. Before the drop, before the hook, I just automated the volume this way. You can see. It just gives like a, like something's about to come. That's hook is about to come. Same I did with the bell here. Automated it. Same I did automated here. That's like the gist of it, what sounds I used. There are some effects I used. Now this is the impact I used. This is a riser. Again the impact. This is like the ear candy. Another ear candy. So these kind of effects, this just makes the beat a little more exciting, you know. This is the guitar sample. I told you about guitar sample. I just EQ'd like this. Without EQ, it sounds like this. You see, there is a lot of mud. You can see the lower frequencies. This thing, I just removed it and made it like this. Get the mids and a little highs. Already cut some highs just from here as well. What I did in the Hammond, you can see the plugins here. Without the plugins, it sounds like this. It's this VST. It sounds like this. So what I did, I just did some ozone tape. Without it, it just gives a little tape saturation, like extra harmonics. The solo vocal chops, I just EQ'd, cut off all the lows, just a little high mids. That's cool stuff. See, this one. I routed all these melodic elements down to melodics, and in melodics, I cut out all the resonant frequencies. You can listen to this. It's very harsh. Too harsh. Too harsh. Another harsh. See, I already ducked down these frequencies to make the melodic sound a little natural. Now this is another tape saturation. Just give like a little more vintage feel and like harmonics. It just sounds good. And then I did the percussion. See, these are percussions. Rim shot. Why this rim shot sounds good? Drum giant size. This is the preset I use on Devil Lock audio level. It's a distortion, nothing crazy. It's like this. After the plugin, it just gives you a little knack. In side perk, I just did like EQ. Yeah, this tick. So and the left and right, that thing tick. What is this? 2090 hertz. So it just gives a little like a shine. Now these hi-hats, I did nothing here. And second hi-hat, let's listen to this. Without Devil Lock's Deluxe. It's very thin. Just added some distortion, crispy edges. This is what I used. Now it sounds like this. Now hat edge, this is what I told you, like I just do another distortion plug in the supercharger. It's not even like a distortion, it's like a compression and distortion. See how it sounds now with the plugin? It just gives it a little gain and a little more, what you can say, I don't know, it's like a compression, how compression sounds, like it's even. In the percussion, what I did in the bus, like I put all the sounds routed directly from these four to this percussion bus and added an EQ. EQ just, I like some lows, enhance some like high mids. around 5000 hertz. And actually, I didn't do anything. I just used a simple drum preset. So it sounded good. Like, on its own, without the plugin, without the EQ, this gives a little knack, a little bass, the melodics, and the kick and bass. Yeah. Okay, so what I did with the kick and the bass. Kick, I did nothing. Is just listen to this frequency. Around 225 hertz, like these kind of frequencies are very bad in a kick. Like this is the body, this are increased around 300 and 350. This is like the body of the kick. Listen to this. Like knack, knock. That I wanted to increase, this I wanted to decrease, and this I wanted to roll off. These are the high frequencies, because kick in high frequencies, you do not exactly need it in every beat. Like, it just depends on the beat. And this, I wanted the bass, the knock of it. But see, here I didn't increase the bass because I know already like around this frequency, 60 to 80 to 100 hertz, like these frequencies cover up like the 808 or the bass. Like I use this. Now see how I did it. If you do not use any processing, just listen to this. What I did is it was sounding like this in EQ. See, I took out the mud around 225 hertz. If you want some about mixing, how do I mix and all that stuff, just let me know. I can make another video for it. This is 225 hertz. Okay, I did some EQs, and there is a very good plugin, Destructor. I just used the distortion channel of it and used the bloody drive preset and just messed around with it until it sounded good. And then I used the R-Bass stereo. This is like the magic. It just sounds good. See, the whole point of a mixing, if it sounds good, it sounds good. Now with this, kick and 808 relationship should be very good. So always duck down your 808, listen in the kick. With the percussion. And the kick bass, I did nothing. I just did some EQ. Again, the same drums preset. I just enhanced this thing. A little knock in the mids. This I enhanced. Other than it's all the same. I did something here. Then I just use a soft clipper so it doesn't clip. Right? That was all I did. And for the master, this is the EQ. I did it. You see this? This is at duck down around 200. This is like the mud. This is thing. Like I don't like it. This is the whole sound. All the sounds come to the master. So this is the master channel. And this is. Then I did some compression. Use it. If you just glues in a little bit. Then again another compression. See, you do not need all this compression and all. Like, I just did it like so. And yeah, one more thing I just want to let you know what I did with the melodics. I took the kick. See, where is it? Yeah, see this channel, kick and bass channel. I see, you can see this thread. This is a side chain here, and use it in the limiter. Side chain. See, side chain. Whenever the kick or bass hits, like it just ducks down the melodics, whole of the melodics verse a little bit. So it just gives like a little pumping effect. You cannot even exactly hear it, but you can just feel it. It's not much, it's just a little subtle side chain. Just gives like a life. Okay, in the master channel after compression, I did another soft clipper. Just use limiters. This makes a beat louder. And use 2 to 3 limiters. It's good. it's not required. Just I was experimenting and it sounded good. Now for the intro, I just did this guitar stuff, did a little reverse box bell. This is the diamond ambience I used. See? Little effects. See, I see Kenny Beats a lot. He uses so many like textures and effects. It doesn't pop out in the whole beat. You just feel it in the whole context of the beat. So it sounds nice. This is my producer tag. If you're wondering, this is from Naruto. I use like 2-3 different vocal samples and Mangekyo Sharingan sound effect. And if you're like into anime, you will know. See? So this is my hook around, what is this, 8 bars and then verse. I just used this guitar and I think I did something here. Yeah, I pitched it down. I made it unique, pitched it down a whole octave, and it's like this. Continues like this. See, these are the stuff that's necessary. And hook, again, the same thing. Like 12 bars. Final hook, I did it 16 bars. Now who's gonna sing the tap now hook? But then the outro, I did that effect, that impact on the end as well. Yeah, I just did that master volume, so it just fades down. You can see this, it's fading out. Okay, so now we're at the end of the video. Okay, so it's like my first video, and I try to keep it short. Just let me know, how did you like it, and do you like this kind of videos? I don't know how many of you guys who are following me are like producers, because these kind of things for a producer it will mean a lot, because I saw a lot of beat deconstruction videos. That's how I learned. But if you're like a normal person, like a casual listener, I don't know, is it good for you? Just let me know. I don't know, I'm just experimenting. So that was all. Sorry if I blabbered too much. That was all about it. If you want anything more, like more beat deconstruction video, just let me know. I'll make some more. And if you want mixing videos, just let me know. I will go into more detail how to do mixes and all that stuff. Bye-bye.